By the way, you haven't eaten anything in a while, have you? Let's make something to eat. Ta-da! Up next is Lilith's special sweet cake time, which means you'll be making a delicious strawberry cake under the guidance of Lilith, she said in the third person. Then we can bask in the happiness of our achievement as we enjoy the cake together. I don't really get it, but sure, Lilith. Wait, why am I the one making it? I hate strawberry cake. Sure. Alright, let's get started. The process is simple. Bake a chiffon cake base, spread some cream on top, and decorate it with strawberries. First, we'll make the cake base. Take milk, cooking oil, cake flour, sugar, and eggs from the cabinet. Do I even have these things in my cabinet? That's the question you ask yourself. But regardless, this is worth trying. After all, there's no evidence yet that they aren't in the cabinet. Good point, oven, I say to myself in the most psychotic way possible. Open the cabinet door. Oh, they're really here. Could it be that the angelic dream maiden prepared them in advance? Takes out milk, cooking oil, cake flour, sugar, and eggs. First, we need to separate the egg whites from the yolks. Separate them. Why would I separate them with overwhelming sorrow? Come on. You look at the me in front of you, and a profound sadness floods your heart. It's the kind of feeling one might call fate. When is an egg's destiny truly decided? Is it the moment it comes into existence? The moment it's noticed by the girl in front of it? Or the moment its fragile shell is shattered by an external force? Or perhaps in this modern age where hedonism erodes grand ideals, the concept of fate has long since dissolved. Sugar, you're freaking me out, man. You need to chill. Next, add milk, sugar, and corn oil and mix them. Add them and mix. Then, add the cake flour and mix. Add them and mix. Then, add the egg yolks and mix. Add them and mix. Then, take out a new bowl, add the egg whites and mix them. Add them and mix. This is so funny. Oh, as someone who plays VR, this is so funny because they just, and it's just zooming in at this, like, low quality. Finally, combine the whipped egg whites with the batter and mix them. Add them and mix. Mix everything together with an overwhelming sense of sorrow. Add them and mix. Stir in circles, then another circle, and another. Yes, cake flour. Perhaps the entire world is nothing more than a meaningless machine, endlessly cycling in the droning hum of repetition. All done, the batter is ready. Next, all we have to do is put it in the oven. Place the batter in the oven. The oven begins its work, just like any normal oven in this world. This marks your release from the tedious labor of machinery, granting you a fleeting moment of freedom. Thank you, desk. What's wrong? You still haven't answered my earlier question. Who exactly are you? Your presence doesn't make any sense. Who exactly are you? You're right. A strange girl suddenly appearing in your house? With such a premise, is this the most promising master love masterpiece of the year? Or just a cliched horror suspense story? So, what's your opinion? You're a murderer, hiding behind your cute appearance to strike me when the time is right. You're a ghost living in an old house. You're a nagging mom who worries too much about me. You're just a game character. I can't say for sure. I definitely can't say for sure. Relax, this isn't a difficult question, it's just a casual chat. Make your choice with a light heart. So what's your opinion? Wow. I have no idea. All of these are moderately offensive to game entity. You're just, you're a ghost living in an old house. Waiting for new visitors to sit down with you for tea, bringing you new stories. Wow. What? How do you know that? I've waited so long for you. Meeting you makes me so happy. Let me brew some citrus tea I've kept for centuries. Once you drink it, you can become a ghost too, and live here with Lilith forever and ever. I don't want to become a ghost. Ellipses. You know we gotta go with the ellipses to something like that. That was not funny either. Anyway, you think I'm a ghost because you're perceiving me through your own perspective, aren't you? Yes. When understanding the existence of another, the concepts that most easily come to mind are not metrics like red blood cell or white blood cell counts, nor eosinophil indices. It's still concepts like friends, family, those you dislike, people you love, or those you absolutely want to avoid, isn't it? Whether it's a murderer, a ghost, a nagging mom, or a game character, these are all extensions of such concepts. For these concepts to exist, a premise quietly hides itself. Have you noticed it? The premise is the self as the perspective. Soft pink pads of a kitten's paw. A sizzling hamburger patty under the heat. The premise of the self as the perspective. Yes, the premise that enables these concepts is the self as the observer's perspective. A friend to whom? Someone disliked by whom? Someone loved by whom? How do murderers, ghosts, moms, or game characters interact with me? What kind of existence is Lilith's identity? Meeting me with such an identity, what stories will unfold between us? It is precisely because these things are connected to the self that they become so significant to you. It is precisely because these identities are the judgment of the self that they hold such supreme importance. You might think I'm saying something obvious, but in truth, the self is a modern invention. In earlier times, the world was once a complete world, where all things harmoniously merged. Occasionally, some might notice the existence of the self as a perspective, but most devoted their energy to exploring grand ideas. These ideas were magnificent, perfect, all-encompassing. Sometimes they manifested as matter, sometimes as gods, sometimes as logos. But no matter what, as long as people thought of their existence, they felt reassured. Then time moved into the modern era, and the self was discovered. When people regarded themselves as the objects of observation, the world split into two parts, subjective and objective. Thus, the world unfolded again. This time it fractured like a mirror, and the shards reflected countless smaller worlds. This time it became inseparably linked to the self as a perspective. And this marks the beginning of every topic we discuss. Wait, why are you suddenly telling me this? No more gods. What a sad story this is. Wait, why are you suddenly telling me this? Do I truly exist? You mentioned before that you wanted to explore this question with me. Let's check the history. Okay, it is accurate, to my knowledge. So, in the time to come, we'll do all sorts of things together and contemplate certain topics. Until the story's end, where you can firmly make your own choices. Huh? Is the perspective really that important? Maybe you'd ask this. Anyone with common sense would think that the world is naturally functioning as it should, wouldn't they? Just like this game is naturally running as it should. Yes, you found the key. Common sense. So-called common sense is the crucial tool by which the self perceives the world. As long as we leverage the power of common sense to selectively gather the information we need, the world presents itself to us in an understandable way. Common sense is so reliable that it often makes people forget the self as a perspective. In this game, the common sense you need is, this is a visual novel. And since it's a visual novel, it's typically variations of text combined with images and backgrounds. Essentially, they're all quite similar and easy to understand. For example, you see Lilith's sprite and the dialogue box that says Lilith, so you assume it's Lilith speaking to you. But is common sense truly infallible? What if that's not the case at all? What if all these words are being said by Lilith's hairband? What if the name Lilith in the dialogue box means absolutely nothing? Similarly, you see the scene behind me and conclude this story is taking place in a room. But what if we zoomed out from this scene? Perhaps this is merely part of a stage set, with many spectators sitting below watching us. Perhaps this is a movie set and cameras are pointed right at us, and you're just an actor who's forgotten your lines. Perhaps the world outside is a desolate wasteland ruined by earthquakes? Perhaps this is the last refuge of human civilization? Perhaps this is a story taking place on another planet. The moment common sense falters, the appearance of the world before you changes. The world is no longer complete. It demands more explanations. At this point, the exploration of the self begins. And based on the different experiences of the self, the appearance of the world also changes. I actually kind of get all this, but it's because I'm a big brain, little wallet philosophy major, so we'll go with ellipses. Have you given an answer? Are you keeping silent? Or are you engaging in some sort of experimental performance art? My mirror shouts at me. Perhaps the answer doesn't matter as much. Maybe you simply need an outlet for your emotions, or perhaps you just need a confirmation of your own existence, says my bedsheet. But no matter what, these words have affected you in some way. And then your gaze fixes on the running oven, a fateful glance. Damn it, stop thinking like that. Even if you tell yourself not to think, it's futile. Like being told not to think of an elephant, yet thinking of one anyway. Your worst fears come true. In the next second, the oven makes a sound. I'm wondering, is it possible I might actually be a time machine? Oh no, stop this thought. Our cake is still baking in there. You can hear it talking? A time machine's workflow is simple. Put something inside, close the door, then open the door and take it out. Moreover, the state of the item is different when it comes out than when it went in. Yes, that's exactly my workflow. No, this won't do. Absolutely not. If the oven really turns into a time machine, terrible things will happen. Terrible things? Yes. If the oven truly becomes a time machine, the world lines will shift dramatically, our current lives will crumble apart, and everything will be reconstructed into a new form. Have you heard of the popular theory, even the smallest change, like the flutter of a butterfly's wings, can cause a hurricane far away? So we can't predict how the oven turning into a time machine might impact the real world. For example, we might end up in a dystopian world where everyone is forced to play visual novels 25 hours a day, and if anyone breaks the rules, they'll be... That doesn't sound so bad. That's terrifying. How could such a world exist? How could such a world exist? Hard to say. In any case, the task of convincing the oven falls on you. You must make it believe that it's just an oven. Or rather, you must make yourself, as the observer, believe it's just an oven. Alright, leave it to me. To make the oven believe it's not a time machine, but just an oven. I need to find the right thought, and capture it before it slips away. I'm ready. Oh. You are not a time machine. You are an oven. You are an oven. What else could you be but an oven? You are an oven. I'll always been an oven. You are not a time machine. You've always been an oven. You've always been an oven. You've always been an oven. You're not a time machine. You're not an oven. You are an... Oh, you're not a time machine. You're not a time machine. You're an oven. You are always been an oven. Yeah, you're not a time machine. You're a time machine. Always been an oven. What else could be but an oven? Always been an oven. This is really funny. Oh, this is taking a long time. Okay. Oh. Oh my god, it's getting so complicated. Wow, I only got it to about 50% certainty that it's in oven. It's over. Dang. Oh man, did I make it? The oven time machine makes a crisp sound. It signaled that the process was complete. Open the oven. This is a note? Open the note. I hope I finally managed to contact you this time. Please remember what I'm about to say. It's critical. Fontainebleau cannot be trusted. Whatever you do, do not let them take the time oven. They claim to be an organization protecting peace, but in reality, they're the architects of all suffering. They only want to use the power of the time machine to reshape the world into a dystopia where everyone is forced to play visual novels 25 hours a day. In 5 minutes, they'll be coming for you. Leave this place immediately, and finish what I couldn't. The me from 10 years ago. This is... It's a reference. Years later, some day, some month. In front of me, a girl in a white lab coat smiled at me amidst the ruins of a desolate world. This time will be the final time jump. This is as far as I can take you, but the Lilith in the next timeline will surely protect you just like I have. Alright, leave it to me. Through the chaos of flying debris and roaring flames, I dashed toward the building ahead. End. Fontainebleau oven. Oh, I got an ending. Okay. Speedrun. That only took 33 minutes. Huh. Find the time oven. Write the email. Press the send button. In any case, the task of convincing the oven falls to you. You must make it believe that it's just an oven. Or rather, you must make yourself, as the observer, believe it's just an oven. Alright, leave it to me. No, I can't do it. Ellipses. I don't know if I can do it. I really screwed that first one up. I'm not going to speak. I'm just going to try and go for it, I guess. Alright, leave it to me. To make the oven believe it's not a time machine, but just an oven. I need to find the right thought and capture it before it slips away. I'm ready. Got one chance. You are an oven. What else could be an oven? You're not a time machine. Not a time machine. Wow, riveting. I'm just clicking everything and we'll see what happens. Wow, it's over. I think I did it. I think I convinced the oven that it's an oven. The oven made a crisp sound. It signaled that the process was complete. Open the oven. It's a normal cake. Thank goodness we did it. Do you smell something burnt? Burnt? Take out the baking tray. How did this happen? Well, I just went through an intense psychological battle, and the stress was too much for me to handle. When the pressure builds, the boiling point of water rises, so the food ends up at a higher temperature. Sorry, I didn't anticipate this at all. It's okay, let's keep working on the cake and finish it. Ellipses. Yeah. You take the cake out of the mold, the burnt smell invading the room in an almost aggressive way. But you steady your mind and push through. Under Lilith's guidance, you slice the strawberries, whip the cream, and combine it all with the cake layers. Now it looks like a proper cake. No, an enticing one. The unevenly spread cream even gives it a charm that sets it apart from mass-produced factory goods. Isn't that moving? Now we've accomplished something. Even though it's not edible, we can still share the ritual of cutting the cake. This is proof that we've changed the world through our actions. Cuts the cake. Hands the first slice to Lilith. Huh? Ah, the cake, it fell. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Even though you handed it to me with such love, I couldn't catch it. How did it come to this? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Reaction is adorable. It's okay, I'll clean it up. Ellipses. It's okay, I'll clean it up. Thank you, but I'm really sorry making you help with this. I enjoyed baking the cake with you. That's enough for me. Besides, cleaning this up isn't much trouble. We gotta pat the shoulder. We gotta help out here. You're right. The process is what matters. Before meeting you, I thought life was meaningless. I just waited for it to crush me. Silently begins cleaning the mess. You're right. The process is what matters. Thank you. In the next moment, you feel a faint pressure on your shoulders and back. The scent of her hair and the softness of her skin. Thank you, desk. As the brief moment ends, Lilith gazes at you warmly, though there's a hint of mischief in her eyes. Well, now that was the scene. Well, now that the scene of the crime is cleaned up, it's time for Lilith to repay you. Close your eyes. Close eyes normally. Close eyes indifferently. Close his eyes with anticipation. We'll close our eyes normally. You can open them now. Ta-da! Isn't this place amazing? It's amazing. I thought the compensation would be something else. I've been meaning to ask, where is this place? It's amazing. Right? It's amazing. Oh, right, I almost forgot the main event. See? Just one snap of my fingers and a delicious cake appears. Yep, as a reward, please enjoy this Lilith special strawberry cake. Thanks, I'll dig in. Why did the cake just appear on the table? Aren't the strawberries on it a little too big? And what's with the sparkling effect around the cake? Are the strawberries on it a little too big? Of course, who doesn't love plump, juicy strawberries? Forget those boring rules from reality. Go ahead, try one. Open mouth. Thanks, I'll dig in. Huh. It doesn't seem to have any flavor? Well, I haven't described the taste yet. Honestly, I'm more interested in the cream's texture and the strawberry's color. So I'll leave the flavor to you. It's easy, just imagine it. Oh, and by the way, you don't have to stick to strawberry. You can make it taste like anything. Concentrates on the strawberry cake. Imagines it tastes like strawberry cake? Nah, imagines it tastes like chocolate cake. I think I can taste chocolate cake. Ooh, chocolate strawberry cake. Sounds cool. I'll eat it with reverence. And so, you and Lilith shared a chocolate-flavored strawberry cake and spent a joyful moment together. Who are the cake? Oh. Moments, fragments. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 more things to find. Let's go back in for another one. Let's see what happens.